All right, welcome to Game Week 18 Top FPL Picks with the Fantasy Football Kopi Kakis crew. So I'm Fauzi, and then there's Staff, and there's Pio, and we're all ready with our copies, ready to share our tips for the week. All right, so let's see how we did in this past game week. All right, so in the Battle of the Gurus, Game Week 17.
Oh man, oh, this is
All
terrible.
right, all those of you who are wondering, okay, from zero to hero, and that's me. Okay, so last week I was the last, and this week, thank you, Mr. Mo Salah. Yeah, Mr. Mo Salah, scoring machine. Right. Of course, there was a huge regret for not captaining Ishak, which I don't even have.
Mhm.
And then
Thank you
Mo
for that.
Salah finally came good. So well done. So those of you who captain cold Palmer will receive cold points for this week. So points between the three gurus, Taffy we have 80, Fonzie very close by with 77, and Cold Pio
You
Palmer
don't have
with
to read it
4.
out.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to read it out. It's
I have
fine.
to
It's fine. Everybody can see.
four-
Yeah, we have to
49
rub the
points.
salt.
We have to
To rub the
just have
salt
to,
into
in
the
case,
wound.
this, we have to be. For some,
Hmm.
go back. I've not finished yet. Okay, look at the rank. Okay, SG
20.
rank. Look at the overall rank.
20
So
to talk
Guru
about.
Pio overall rank is 3 million. 3 million. All right, and he's the only one with the red arrow. So, guys, remember, I went from zero to hero for this week. You need to follow Guru Pio. So that's the rule of the game. All right,
and
well done.
and
Thank you.
and if you don't want to end up
Hey,
last, don't follow Fonzie's point. Because third time's a charm. Each one of us is taking a turn to be the lowest performing.
That's true.
eh,
That's
eh,
true.
one thing I remember from last week's session was how
Whis. Ah,
somebody said, Wisa was one. Wisa, the single pointer. This week this Brentford is a home game.
somebody
Home
said,
team.
mark my words, right? I heard it very
Mark my
clearly.
words.
Mark
No, I did not say
my
that.
No,
words.
no,
I did not
your
say
mark
that.
your
I
mark
said
my
as
word is
sure.
being.
Let me just tell you all, as sure as the sun rises.
Mm.
That's right.
The
As
That's
sun
sure
did
as
not
the
just
sun
rise.
so
rises.
fun.
Yeah, I think I remember another
Oh,
recommendation from you as well. Yo,
yeah.
Really?
Foster is the man. Foster.
No,
You
I
should
did not
have
say that. I did
Foster.
not say Foster was going to be my
Yeah,
recommendation. No,
Foster was
no,
the
not at
first
all.
week, I think, he said. He
yeah.
mentioned Foster
Yeah,
in the
for
first week.
first week
I
in
know,
week one.
I know. Hey, don't
Yeah.
worry. We have our some of our fans and our viewers actually subscribing, talking about that. I'm not the one who called it
Yes.
out. Somebody else said,
Oh,
Pio and
really?
Yeah.
with every goal that
Leave
went
your
in.
comment down below as to who you think is the best guru. Okay. That you
Oh
are
man.
following so far, and
With
who
every
you will
goal
follow
that
for
went
this week.
in,
Yeah.
people were laughing because of the fact that you recommended Foster as the goalkeeper of
No, I
choice.
said that Foster is gonna start my
Six.
team
Oh,
because guess what? Because I have Cells as my keeper and I know Wisa is gonna score.
okay, okay. So let's see the chart. All right, so it's the 3 week chart. And yeah, the green one is this week, orange was last week. So yeah, improvements for Fonzie and myself. All right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So top transfers out in game week 18. Okay, it saw a lot of people letting go of Haaland, Saka, and Kuna.
Hmm.
did they
Yeah.
did they make good? Or is that a good choice? What do you think?
Now the what I'm very surprised that Kuna actually scored
Yep.
the game week 17, and there are a lot of them they are selling him. So I'm not sure why. Maybe is it because the ban is coming into play? I'm not sure. I've not read up about it, but I find it
Yeah.
strange that
Possibly.
Kunha is many players are selling him.
Mm.
Saka obviously because of his I
Long
that's
term
my
injury, 10
conspiracy
game week.
theory. Holiday injury. You saw how he went down after 24 minutes. Good grief. Pio, you go down better than that at full soccer. I don't know what he
I
was
go
doing.
down,
Suddenly
but I score.
pulled his hamstring. Just nice during this period. Yeah, to go for Boxing Day and Christmas, and I'm sure he will
We are
appear very nicely 1 week after, um, or maybe mid of January, just after his holidays.
Mm.
That was a
you know why, right?
very
You know why,
dubious
right?
one.
You know why? Because there are 12
Why?
days of Christmas.
There
He
you
wants to
go.
celebrate every single one of them, right down to the pear in the parch tree or the
Yes. If
partridge in
only
the
I
pear.
had,
Partridge
if
in the
on,
Partridge in
pear
the pear
tree
tree.
lah. What
if I,
lovely.
if only I had 12 points, 12 days of Christmas, I had 1 point, $10, 10 million, and for 1 point. Brother Rizal and me are just screaming,
Oh man, so many
having
Arsenal
Saka there.
fans. But get this. This is
Goodness.
what FPL does to you. You're an
Mm.
Arsenal fan, and you are so pissed because your captain Saka did not score any goal and
Yeah,
went
he
down
was he
injured
was
at one point.
upset that they won
He was upset that
5-1,
he won 5-1.
and
Yeah.
he
But
and,
the person he
and
had
Saka
didn't
wasn't one of
score.
the score. He was unhappy that Arsenal won 5-1, because he doesn't. This is what FPL do to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ayo.
And I think Haaland now, the remaining 207,000 of them finally thinking that it's not going to happen now. Okay. But they are meeting Everton this weekend at the Etihad. Ah,
Let's see whether Jasprit
so
sticks to Haaland.
I'm not sure whether that's a good time to sell. But
No,
oh well, the
we were saying
stats
that
don't lie.
207,000
The,
people still have
and
hope.
this is after already another 300,000 that I sold him earlier. So these are the remaining few. So those who still have him, later on we'll see our captain choices. So that's my
Mm.
reasoning later.
Hmm.
So, as a replacement for Saka, here are three recommendations from
Ooh, wow.
us. Okay, we have Madison and Kulusevski, who scored fantastic goal. It looks so beautiful in that game. Wow, with that volley, and then of course Luis Diaz, who had double in the game that they played against each other. So why these people? Do you think it's
I
just
think
because of being on form?
okay, I think
For me,
Kulusevski
it's,
has
yeah.
really been under the radar all the way. And he has been scoring a goal every single game for the past 3 or 4 games, so he's clearly a man on form. Madison, no need to say, we talked about him last week as well. The
Mm,
magic from him, he's just turned out to be suddenly everything is sticking for him.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
right.
for Diaz, I am still not very convinced by him as a complete replacement for Saka.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about
Mm.
the rest.
Mm. The my only worry about Luis Diaz and Madison is that their minutes,
Game time. Yep.
they may get taken out at the 70th minute. Even against Liverpool, Madison got taken out in the 59th minute. So that
Mm.
was a strange one, although he scored a goal.
Mm.
But he managers tend to pull them out. Kulusevski has more certain in terms of his playing time. Yeah,
Hmm.
but these are reliable replacements, because when they play, they actually more likely than not give good returns.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So hence the
Correct.
recommendation.
What brings me back to that game again, looking at them and Solanke as well.
Hmm.
That was a very nice midfield control, and yet still it ended up in a 9 goal game.
Mm.
So all right, so these are the options for replacement for Saka. And how about
This
the
is a slightly different strategy. This means that because Saka is 10, so you can replace Saka with a slightly cheaper midfield like Madsen, Luis Diaz, or even Ismail Sarr, which will really free up a lot of money. And when you free
oh
up a lot of money, then your strikers you can pick the top form strikers. That means you do not need to choose between Nicholas Jackson or Isak. You can actually have
Oh,
them both.
Campbell.
You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So if you replace Saka with a much cheaper midfielder, you may be able to afford both informed strikers. So that could be a strategy.
Hmm.
this is reminding me of
Your team.
the movie. No, it reminds me of Moneyball.
Money
Basically what you're
ball.
doing is you're buying points rather than because some of us who have played this game for a long time, a lot of us we base it on who we think is going to do well, who we hope is going to do well, and
Mm,
who we like as players rather than
mm,
who actually has been scoring, and based on whether they are returning, the ROI, the return on investment is actually worth it. And I think this is a money ball strategy, selling somebody expensive to replace with cheaper midfielders who can actually produce the points and end up letting you win with a smaller, cheaper player, so to speak.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Speaking of cheap players,
Mm.
can I mention one fella, one midfielder that can possibly save money that probably all of you have been looking at it under the radar, but this guy has given 7 points, 13 points, and 13 points in the past 3 game weeks,
Mm.
and
Who?
that is none other than Jacob Murphy,
Jacob
Mm.
who's been
Murphy.
providing the
Yes.
goal and assist for Isak. And his assist
Mm,
for Isak in the last game, I think was one back heel or something like that.
mm,
Superb, man.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Hmm.
Mm,
So I think this guy is going to be coming good. So if you want a differential, this guy is at
mm,
1.4% own. People
yeah.
clearly think that this guy is not going to be at the same level as Enzo. And what did I say about Enzo? Hmm.
Not bad. What, he had 3 points, right? Or
Yeah.
5 points something. What about Diallo? What about Ahmad? Good grief. You also say Ahmad is the man. He's flying. You know, he's the one. He's the one. Oh, yeah, I remember your
He
reaction.
But
was
Oh
but
my
I didn't buy.
goodness.
I didn't buy
It's
him at.
worse than Enzo. At least Enzo had 3 points.
rubbish.
Oh goodness.
Rubbish.
So Jacob
Actually, to be
Murphy, I feel the jury is still out because he needs to be consistent. I'm not sure whether he's consistent, but he's definitely on form. But if you
mm,
want to take a punt, that's definitely
yeah,
a
I agree.
well worth it. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, these are the transfer ins in game week 18. This is the highest number of transfer ins. So mostly people are bringing in Ishak from Newcastle. So you got a 500,000 transfer in. You can expect his price to go up.
Mm.
Luis Diaz is also expected after his brace against Tottenham.
Yep.
But Gabriel Jesus,
Yes, I don't
huh?
understand
So
that one.
he
What?
scored 5 goals against Crystal
Chris
Palace because
Palace.
they were playing the same opponent. Then he played Crystal Palace in the FA Cup, and then
Mm.
he played Crystal Palace in the league,
Premier
and
League.
he
Yeah.
scored 5 goals against the same team.
He
So
figured out. He figured out how to score goals against that team.
against Crystal Palace, yes,
But whether or
and
not he can continue this run of form,
Yeah,
again, the
that one
keyword
I'm
here
not so
is
convinced by.
consistency, lah. Yeah, and his
Mm.
price at this point in time is still not very low. So, but apparently, about 200,000 people feel that it's worth a punt because Saka is out. So most likely, Jesus will get a chance to play.
they're looking
Depends
for
on
a
how.
alternative, Arsenal
Yeah,
alternative.
and Arsenal's fixtures are quite good.
Yeah.
So if, like I said, if you sold Saka, you're looking for maybe three good strikers. It could
Mm.
be Jesus, Isak, and Nicholas Jackson. That
Mm.
sounds really mouth-watering, doesn't it?
Yeah. Every
Mm.
time it sounds more watering and I get it, and then they end up not scoring. That's
Do
fantasy
let us,
football for
do,
you.
do let us know if you do.
Yeah. Hey, every week, I look at my team and I decide that this is the best team that can possibly take the field this weekend. Then every weekend, I'm slightly disappointed.
I usually
You
get
and you
disappointed
and
after
five
the first
million.
5 minutes. After the first 5 minutes when my team let in the goal, and then there goes the clean sheet.
Yeah, all of us are all FPL managers think the same thing every time we confirm our transfers and we are looking at it, we're like, wow, fantastic team. And then it all
Okay, so
goes down
this
the drain.
yeah, it goes down the rain. All right, so this is a delicious captain picks for game week 18. All right. Yeah, it's delicious. Okay, you can see from Pio's face. Now, who do we get? All right. So Salah, obviously Leicester at home. Leicester has been rubbish in defense, and it's a home fixture. And Gabriel is also, of course, on form. And Ipswich is horrible in defense, and Arsenal is playing at home as well. Very tempting. And Haaland. Now, if you are still holding on to Haaland, there must be a reason for you are holding on to Haaland. He
Hope.
will be the best differential, and he's playing against Everton at the Etihad, and Everton has a very bad record at the Etihad. And Haaland has a good record against Everton. So if you're holding on to Haaland still, then might as well you can captain him. In fact, I will triple captain Haaland.
Against Everton.
Yes.
But Everton is the team that upstages the big teams, right? These were
34.
your
Currently,
words.
Man
These
City
were
is
not
not a
my
big
words.
team, you see.
Your words. All right.
Yeah, but
Currently,
currently Man City is not
Ah,
a big team.
okay, I understand. Well, anyway, good luck to the 34% of you who are still holding on to Haaland.
that's a
Really,
lot.
Including Jasbir. Jasbir,
that
triple captain.
34% is considered a differential already,
Yeah.
compared to the other strikers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Mm,
my
but
captain still remains at with Mo Salah.
I think this is going to be like 70% of the players, active players, will probably get Mo Salah now.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
Leicester have been conceding shots after shots. They've conceded three
Yeah.
goals in the last three matches as well.
Mhm.
Um, Defensively, they are clearly not doing very well at all. Nisroy has a lot of work to do. So,
Mhm.
wrong time to meet Liverpool, who is so clinical currently.
Right. Who's your captain going to be? All the gurus. Fauzan?
Yeah, no. Mine has been Ishak,
You're
Hmm,
so
going to
that's
keep it at
why
Ishak?
uh, lightly,
interesting,
lightly,
interesting.
lightly.
And
But
Pio, are you going to
Mo
keep it
Salah's
at
in my
Cole
team.
Palmer?
I'm going for Salah already.
Are
You
you going
must,
to move on to Salah?
but I have
Okay.
a feeling that it will be a Salah pick again. Wrong one.
Okay, come on, guys. Those write down your comment below who make the correct yeah, captain choice this week. And maybe Pio needs a little bit of a pick me up because he sounds really down this week.
Mm,
So give him some encouragement in the comments.
there's
And
not a there's no storm, just not in Singapore only. It's also in Manchester. It's going to be around for the next two seasons, I think. This storm. So cheer me up, guys.
only
Cheer me up.
the only way is up. All right.
Anyway, it's up.
But that means that we are at rock bottom. We're still in the middle of the table, no. There's still
It's
some
not
ways
rock
to go.
bottom yet.
That the
Yeah.
level of disappointment hasn't reached there yet.
Yeah, true,
It's
true.
coming close, but hasn't reached there yet. I still hope that they can actually make something of it before the season is out. Okay,
Yeah. So anyway, this
so
is a short fantasy week. I'm not sure whether we can come back with another video before the next fantasy week, but we will try and see what we can do. So all the best to everyone out there. Hope you pick the best teams, and we will update you in the next video, right?
that wraps up our segment today. So we hope for the best for you guys, and we'll see you. For those of you who celebrate, happy holidays and happy festivities to all of you.
Merry
Click
Christmas,
like,
everyone.
subscribe, and leave your comments. Happy holidays, guys.